Many people walk away from their goals not because they lack talent, but because they fixate on the scoreboard. When the numbers don't move fast enough, they quit right before a breakthrough. Think of a professional golfer. They can train for a decade, but once the ball is in the air, they have no power over the wind or the grass. On the course, the final score is influenced by elements they cannot dictate. Rebuilding a broken marriage works the same way. You can choose to be honest and consistent, but you have zero control over how quickly your partner decides to trust you again. Burnout happens when we mistake immediate results for a map of our future potential. We look at a bad day and assume it defines who we are becoming. When you anchor your identity to these uncontrollable outcomes, setbacks feel like personal dead ends. It makes sustaining the effort required for growth nearly impossible. This creates the statistician mindset, a voice obsessing over immediate metrics and calculating shortcomings. When it takes over, your brain enters a chemical spin. Logic stops, replaced by a survival state that treats lack of results as a physical threat. This midbrain takeover effectively hijacks the frontal lobe. It prevents you from thinking clearly or making decisions based on your long-term values, leaving you trapped in a cycle of reactivity. The urge to give up isn't a character flaw. It is a biological reaction to an outcome-obsessed mindset. Champions and those trained as eternal warriors navigate these same pressures by detaching their self-worth from the immediate score. Elite performers focus on a repeatable system. Taylor Swift manages her growth by organizing her evolution into structured, iterative eras, turning personal experience into a refined process. Shifting your focus to the methodology restores a sense of psychological control. By giving the mind a specific task to perform, you dampen the noise of the statistician. Resilience isn't about trying harder. It's about having a mechanical framework that processes both your wins and your losses objectively. To train for that level of resilience, you use a specific mental tool, the D-PAR cycle. It's a 4-stage rhythm of discovery, planning, action, and reflection. You start with discover. This is the stage where you identify your current reality and your emotional triggers as if you were a scientist, completely removing shame from the equation. Next is plan. You design a strategy for the next 24 hours based on your highest values, rather than reacting to the fear of failure. Then you act. You take the next right step with micro-consistency, executing the plan even when you feel significant emotional friction. Finally, you reflect. You extract the lessons from your action to adjust your next plan. This converts private pain into a map for future growth. Running this cycle changes how you see failure. It stops being a verdict on your identity and becomes the raw data you need to build the next plan. Consistent engagement with this cycle builds deep psychological and spiritual muscle memory. This repetition reduces the fear of the unknown. You stop panicking during a crisis because you have a battle-tested system to process any level of adversity. The size of the immediate win is irrelevant. Staying committed to the process is what provides long-term stability and strength. You have to stop asking, "Am I there yet?" and start asking, "What is my next right step?" This methodology provides the internal architecture to become a stronger, more capable person in every area of your life. The scoreboard only measures today's performance. Surrendering to the process is what builds tomorrow's champion.